Hello again. Today we're in the heart of Jerez de la Frontera, visiting the city for a few days. We've booked an apartment close to the impressive Jerez Cathedral, which has lended its name to the apartment because it's called Cathedral Keepers. By the way, I have a number of videos taken when we visited the city on my channel here on YouTube, so check them out after this one to see some of the wonderful sights of this southern Spanish city. However, in this video I'll show you around this typical Spanish holiday apartment, and at the end I'll let you know how much we paid for this. So first, location. And if we look at the map of Jerez, here's where Cathedral Keepers is, right next to the Jerez Cathedral. It's 1.5 kilometers from the main railway station and easy walking distance to all major tourist sites that you'll want to see in this city. So I'll start this review right here at the entrance gate, and we were met here by a representative of the owner who gave us the keys and showed us where the apartment was inside. They didn't give us that much information because they didn't really speak any English and we didn't speak any Spanish, so aside from really being shown where the apartment was, we had to kind of figure the rest out ourselves. But we got on easily enough. Anyway, we've just come into this simple courtyard. It's really quite nice in here, and the apartments are all arranged around the outside of this courtyard. We're up on the second floor, right in the middle of the block, so turn to your right and head up the stairs. We didn't actually notice if there was a lift here though, and that might be a concern for some people. When we stayed here, we didn't see a single other person in this block, so it is a really quiet place to stay, even though it's in the centre of Jerez. Once upstairs, it's a short walk to the front door, where you enter the key code, which would have been emailed to you. And here is the apartment. It's nice and bright, very stylish, and impresses you with its decor. So let's have a closer look around at what you get. Over on this wall is a TV, and below a shabby chic style cabinet. Nothing in the drawers, but we do have a couple of books about Jerez. So looking at the kitchenette area, its colour coordinates with the rest of the apartment, which is really cool. Over here is a toaster and a coffee machine, and beside we have some coffee pods, individual sugar, and some tea bags. The sink is very clean with a nice chrome tap, and we have a dish towel and drying rack for cutlery. A 2-ring electric hob and some utensils, and even napkins are provided. I love the style and colour of this lampshade. Above the sink is a cupboard with glasses, cups and plates, all very clean and tidy. Next we have a selection of condiments. Above the fridge an empty cupboard, and the fridge itself is super clean. We've been given 2 bottles of water as well. Also a freezer below with some ice cubes ready to go. Beside it is another cupboard, this time with a few bits and pieces, and also we have a Tekka microwave, which again is spotlessly clean. And there's another empty cupboard below for storage. On the other side is a dishwasher, again very clean. Under the sink we've got some dishwasher tablets, bin bags and washing up liquid. In the drawers there's a good array of cutlery, everything you need really. Below are some towels, oven gloves and even tinfoil, which is a really nice touch. And finally some pans and a kettle. So a really well equipped and presented kitchen area, and beside it a table with 4 chairs, and over here we have a cupboard with cleaning equipment and a closed drying rack, plus some additional bedding. There is a sofa bed here too, by the way. And on the other side a half-height wardrobe, an iron and some drawers for storage, all empty. So looking around we have a table with a lamp and the sofa bed I just mentioned. There's a nice rug and a table that matches in with the rest of the style of the apartment too. Then there's a large fake plant in a pot, and we swing around to the bed area. I love the mural on the back wall, and it's really nicely presented too, with 2 bedside cabinets and another small table at the foot of the bed. It's good it has power outlets beside the bed on each side, nothing in the drawers of the 2 cabinets though. A nice touch with the 2 cushions on the bed. I also like these hanging lamps from the ceiling, although the exposed bulbs were a little harsh at night. Let's move on to the bathroom, which is behind this sliding door. On the left side here is a storage cupboard with a few random things in it. The other side there's the hot water tank and a Midea washing machine. We've also got some washing tablets too. Moving on we have a cabinet with the wash basin on it, a socket on the wall there, and the basin is really clean, and we have a face cloth and some shampoo here. Inside the cabinet plenty of spare toilet paper, some hair straighteners and a hairdryer. A sanitised toilet, and over here a small table with plenty of towels. And we've got a large size shower, all very nicely presented. So that's our apartment for tonight, but what's the good and bad of staying here? Well, the good first, and there's no doubting the stylish effect this apartment has, and just how clean it is. The bed was big and very comfortable, the kitchen was well equipped and modern, and the overall decor really looked welcoming, clean and modern. Things worked very well too, like the washing machine, which was quiet, the shower was powerful, and the Wi-Fi was really fast, both upload and download. However, we didn't get any instructions on how to connect to the Wi-Fi, so it was lucky I knew to scan the QR code on the bottom of the Wi-Fi router, which was on the floor. And that leads me on to what wasn't so good, and to be fair, there wasn't much. The electronic door lock and keypad entry was tricky to get used to, but to be fair, worked well throughout our stay. There's no view out of the windows, just the inner courtyard. It didn't bother us, but it might to some. We weren't keen on the sliding door to the bathroom. It didn't actually really shut properly, and it seemed a little bit kind of form over function. But the worst thing was that the sink in the bathroom didn't drain well, so maybe something's wrong with the plumbing, but hopefully this has already been fixed by now. Finally, the aircon I don't think was good enough for the size of the apartment, as it struggled to keep it cool. However, I will mention that when we visited, the outside temperature was over 40 degrees, so perhaps I'm being a little harsh about it. But overall, this is a fantastic holiday apartment, and we would definitely stay here again. So, how much did we pay? The Cathedral Keepers apartment in Jerez de la Frontera for one night cost us €133, or around £115. We booked through booking.com, but I'm not paid by them or anyone else to make this video, and we didn't get a special rate either, so remember to shop around for the best price. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this price for what's on offer here, and thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next video somewhere else in the world. See ya!